Tortilla Para. Hope I said that right. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Happy summer. Can you believe it's August? I honestly can't believe it's August. Like, this summer went by so fast for me because, like, all of Juno's in the hospital. And so then all of a sudden it was July and now it's August. And I'm like, where was summer? It went away. Oh, hey, sorry, I want to say it right. Simpuzmia Bish. Did I say that right? Hopefully I did. Oh, hey, Devin.Alexa2. Oh, hey, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I'm so sorry. Hey, Mahaka Baka Sukayuka. Oh, hey, Now United _dance and sing. I see a lot of things about Now United, and I think they're a singing group, but I've never heard of them. Are they good? Are their songs good? Do I need to listen? I feel like there's so many like musicians and songs that I totally miss out on a lot, which makes me very sad because I want to give them support if they're good. Is there anything in this? It's just water. Oh my gosh. I almost tripped. That was scary. Oh my gosh, yesterday I was making my bed because people were like coming to my house and were like knocking on my door, and I was freaking out because I had to go way too fast. And then I fell. It was sad. Oh, hey, Maya. Did I say that right? I hope you're doing really, really well. Oh, I love your videos. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please always let me know like what you want to see. I'm always trying to make my videos better because the videos are like so fun to make, and I want them to be good, you know? And I get competitive where I'm like, I want to make the best video ever, but I'm not that talented, so then they're not that good. But I try my best. Hey, Maya, hope you're doing well. I'm really sad, and I just opened TikTok to your live. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry you're sad. Being sad stinks. Sometimes I have days when I'm like really sad, but it's always good to have coping mechanisms to get you better. And then it's like you're sad, but then you get back in that zone and you're like, I'm good. So I hope you do well. But I'm sorry you're sad. You'll be in my prayers because being sad just stinks. I hate being sad. Who were the people? The people were movers. So I was like, I gotta get everything going. Hi, Carol, I love your music. Oh my gosh, Kara Dub's 23. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I hope you had fun at camp. I know. I see. The thing is, I like remember things people tell me all the time. So then I feel like you probably think I'm so creepy because if we've ever DM'd, like I always remember it. So then I'll like be like random things about your personal life that I know. But yeah, I hope you had fun at camp. But thank you for saying you love my music. New music is coming soon, which I'm so pumped about because honestly, putting out music is my favorite thing to do ever. It is so, so fun and so awesome. How tall are you? I'm short. I'm 5 foot. Yeah, which is sad. I'm hoping, well, I don't think I'm going to grow anymore. But see, you can always wear heels, so that really helps. And I love wearing platforms because then it doesn't feel like you're wearing heels, so it doesn't like hurt or give you shin splints because I get really bad shin splints. Like if I run or even if I walk up a hill, I get the worst shin splints. And so I like platforms. You look so healthy. Oh, thank you. That means the world to me. Luckily, I feel like I get a little healthier every day. I still don't feel 100%, but I feel like I get better and I'm super motivated. So that really, really helps. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is different for everybody, but for me, I just want to glorify God and like live for God and Jesus because I just heard somebody knock on the door. Okay. I love your TikTok so much. Oh, thank you for watching. That's super nice. I really, really appreciate it. We'll do a video of you eating because I want to do it. Oh my gosh, yes. I've been filming a lot of eating videos. The what I eat in a day are really fun. But I feel like everybody judges my eating habits. But I know I have a weird... I'm going to get better. I'm just like in transition stage right now. So I'm not like... I'm just like eating what's at home and not like going out to eat that much. And also like I'm just so bad at cooking. You know, like cooking is a lot. Did you do a video eating so I can do it? I did a what I eat in a day. And then I did one of like how I eat dark chocolate peanut butter cups because those are like my favorite food ever. my fave, and they're awesome because I'm a section eater, and everybody thinks I'm really weird because I eat in sections, but that's just how I do it, because it's like I like to eat the chocolate on the outside first and like then eat the peanut butter, which I know is weird, but I do that with everything, and people think I'm so weird. Like, even like one time I ate a burrito and I literally ate the tortilla and then ate what was inside. And OMG, Sam, it's hard cooking. I know, and I'm the worst. And people say I need to cook, and like I know I should, because the thing is, like, so many products in the store like have certain things that I'm allergic to in it, so then I can't eat it. And so I need to learn how to cook, but it's just like so much work. So that's why I did the thing on my TikTok of how I'm trying to meal prep, so that way, like I get it all done and then it's just like easy. But it's so hard. I'm like, come on. Like, one day I'm going to push myself and like cook all my meals and be so domestic, and it's going to be awesome. What's your favorite type of chocolate? Cacao, because I can't have chocolate that has soy in it. So, well, I mean, I can, but it like gives me major stomach aches, and so I tried to keep it to cacao. And the thing is, I used to hate cacao because I used to think it was like so gross and almost tastes like coffee, but you actually get used to the taste, and now I really like it. Are you feeling good and healthy? I'm feeling better every day, so that's good. And still, me too with Kit Kats. Yes, that's how I eat the Kit Kats too. So I'm feeling better every day. Yeah, I remember with Kit Kats, like Kourtney Kardashian did like a viral thing of how to eat Kit Kats, and I was like, girl, I've been eating Kit Kats like that my whole life. Twins. Is it morning or what? Because it's night at my place. For me, it's afternoon. How long did your ED last? Well, I don't know. It was kind of like a long progression, because I would say like I always had really weird eating habits that like weren't normal, but I would say it turned into a full-blown eating disorder. I would probably say like a year ago. So like in August. And then like from August to January was like it at its worst mentally. But then physically, it's very confusing. But then physically, it got very bad from January to May, which is so weird. But it's like the mental part was like terrible last fall, which was like so bad. Can you please say hi to Sophia? Oh, hi, Sophia. That's a beautiful name. I love it. Do you like eggs, Caroline? I do love eggs. I literally like eat eggs every single day. It's my favorite food ever. Do you have a favorite family member? You're not supposed to pick favorite family members, but I do. But you can't say it. You can't say who your favorite is. That's mean. But I have a favorite. It's like you say you don't have a favorite, but like you have a favorite. Sorry. You do. What was your experience with God? My experience? Well, I was always a Christian, but really just like, I think, like, obviously I did the, like, video where I said I obviously, like, don't think having an eating disorder is a sin. Like, I had one. It was terrible. It was not a choice. I did not want one. I truly didn't mean to get one. It just, like, totally got out of hand. But see, I think I just, like, really justified it in my head of, like, I'm just healthy. I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, like I'm fine. Like, God would be proud of me. What I'm doing is fine. But then when I was in the hospital and it got so far, I kind of realized, like, this is not God's will for my life, and this is not God's plan for my life. And I almost felt like, because I had like seizures, and so I was like really out of conscious, and then for a while I like couldn't see. It was like I literally lost all my senses. Like, it was the scariest thing ever. And so I just kind of kept seeing like God in a lot of ways, and Jesus just being like, get your act together, And so that was really like what helped me to be like, even if I am allergic to like basically every food, I still got to find foods that work and not be lazy and learn how to cook and take antihistamines, even though I don't like being on medication. I still have to, and I have to take care of myself and all that stuff. So I realized, like, girl, we want to glorify God. We want to live for God. Don't be a hypocrite. Like, take care of yourself. God wants you. Oh, bug. Oh, it's not a bug. I don't know what that was. It was like floating dust. But God wants you to take care of yourself. What's your favorite activity to do? I love to dance. I love to sing, and that's probably my favorite thing. That's amazing. Yeah, I actually was like, see, I think I thought I was gonna die, so I was like getting very religious, because when you think you're gonna die, you get very religious. And so I was just like listening to the Bible on repeat, like, bring me wisdom, bring me strength, and just like listening to worship music. But it actually made me so genuinely happy. So I totally loved it. Do you have a weight goal, or is that a negative idea? Well, I have the goal that the hospital gave me, so I'm just going off of that, and I was happy with what they gave me. I'm not there yet, but I don't know why. It's so weird, because I kind of hit a plateau where like I got to a place, and like a pretty healthy place, and I was like, oh, I'm good, and I still kept eating a lot, but then I was been really like maintaining a lot, which I've been surprised. So I'm like, I'm eating so much more than I used to when I was heavier. So why aren't I gaining? So it was kind of weird. So this might be like a new set point, but I'm hoping we'll get to the goal, because I just want to get to the goal so I feel, like I'm at a healthy weight. Do you support LGBTQ rights? Of course. Of course. I always think that like everybody should be able to live how they want to live. And like my pet peeve, like I just don't know about you, but like my pet peeve is when people judge other people or like tell people how to live their lives. It's like, let people live the way they want to live their lives. Like, as long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself, do whatever you want. Because the thing with my ED was like people had to intervene because I was like hurting myself. But I mean, there's nothing wrong. So yeah, free rights. Hi, Maddie. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Oh, I love that name so much. I think it's so pretty. You look so much healthier. That's the video I just saw. Well done. I think that video is going viral again or something, which is very scary. But it's like I want everybody to know I'm good now. Good. Well, I mean, we're not 100. We're getting there. So that's good. I'm so proud of you. Oh, thank you. You are super strong and an inspiration to others. That's so nice of you. That's so sweet. I mean, I feel for anybody going through anything similar, because it's really hard, and health issues are just like really the worst, and you really learn how, because like my parents would always say to me, like, health is everything. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta be healthy. And I'd be like, whatever. Like, okay, cool. Like when you're a child and you're just like, okay, cool. Thanks for the advice. But it actually is. It's actually true. Like, so true. Play Starships by Nicki Minaj. Starships were meant to fly, hands up and touch the sky. Hands up, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. I love that song. I really do. I have diabetes. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds awful. I have so many prayers for you. It's been hard for me these couple days. Yeah, I know. It's been definitely like dealing with any type of health issues is so hard. So I hope you do well. I don't know much about diabetes, but I hope it does well. Do you like people hugging you? Okay, this is really sad. But I mean, I like to hug people, but the thing is, I have fibromyalgia, and everybody has fibromyalgia like differently. And part of my fibromyalgia is like my whole body is just like super tender. So it's like sometimes when people touch me, it like causes a lot of pain. So I have to be a lot of which I hate to be like that, because I'm a very like open person, and like I wanna hug everybody, but sadly I can't, which is sad. But like I'm like, air hugs, please don't touch me, because or else I'll get great pain, but air hugs. Yeah. What's your favorite song? Ooh, I love Brighter Day by Kurt Franklin. I really do. I love that one. I love all Kurt Franklin songs because they make me so happy. Like, they just bring a smile to my face. So I love them. What are you eating so that you gain weight? Honestly, the main thing is like, well, it depends. Like, I'm still kind of experimenting a lot, because when I was in the hospital, I was just on the tube, and And I was eating some stuff, but it was like I was so unconscious. Like I don't even know what I was eating because I couldn't feed myself, so they were just feeding me. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, and so I'm still kind of like figuring out what works for me. But right now, I'm doing really well with eggs, and I'm doing pretty well with peanut butter. It honestly depends on the brand of peanut butter. Like it's so weird. It's like some brands of peanut butter I do not do well with, but then some brands of peanut butter I can eat fine, and I'm great. And it's very strange. And also, I think peanut butter is a good thing because I'm vegetarian, so I just don't like to eat meat. But luckily, then peanut butter gives me a lot of protein and it's higher calorie, so that helps. And I try to eat like a lot of small meals through the day because if I eat too much at one time, then I'll just get sick and I'm just like can't do it. But if I just eat a little bit throughout the day, then I'm good. You're such a Heather. Oh, that is like the biggest compliment ever. When people call me a Heather, I'm like, you're the Heather. You are so sweet. You are like the nicest person ever. I just appreciate it. Oh yes, oatmeal and quinoa. I like those. I have one oatmeal that's like it was the oatmeal that I made in the video. It's oatmeal and quinoa. What is that? What is that? Sorry. Yeah, and it's oatmeal and quinoa together, and that I do so well with, and just love it. And it's bomb. It's so good. Have you looked at supplemental drinks like mass gainers? I used to drink them for the gym. Yeah, I do a couple of those, and I try to, but I always have a difficult one finding one that works, like the right type of protein. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely trying to find the right ones. And I found a couple that I'm not sure what. I usually do like powders. I never really do the ones where they're already made, but I'll do the powders and stuff, and that helps a lot. I love your content. Oh, thank you for watching. That's super nice of you. I really appreciate it. Mac and cheese or pizza? I don't know. Probably pizza. I would pick pizza. See, this sounds like it tastes really bad, but not gonna lie, cauliflower pizza is really good. Like I actually like it better than real pizza. I know that's weird, but there's something about the cauliflower that makes it taste good. I don't know why. Oh, thank you, One Direction 28. Yes, we finally gained weight. I never thought that was going to happen. I was like, how's that going to happen? How is that possible? Thank goodness. I mean, honestly, like, because people know this, like, I was super scared to go on a feeding tube and, like, did not want to. And even when I was in the hospital, they didn't know if they were going to be able to get it up my nose because I actually have a deviated septum. And it's like actually real. It's not like a bad one. The doctor said it was a 6 out of 10, so it's not like bad. I don't need surgery for it, but I do have a deviated septum. So they weren't sure if they were going to be able to get the tube in my nose, and then they would have had to do a gastro, so they would have had to do stomach surgery, which would have been so painful. But luckily, they got it up the nose. Thank goodness. I really look up to you. You have amazing content and you really are just an amazing person. Oh, thank you. You're an amazing person. Christina3_5. By the way, I love that name. It's so cool. Oh, I found that granola and mixed of oatmeal helped me. Oh, yes. Yogurt. I like live on Greek yogurt, so totally. And oatmeal with half a cup of milk and syrup. Oh, that's good. Yeah, those are just like good things. They're very calming for the stomach and just really help you not have digestive issues. Are you able to eat more solid foods now? I can eat as long as I'm not allergic to it, I can chew and eat solid foods now, which is so thankful. Luckily in the hospital, they really helped me a lot. It was really hard to get through and it was so painful. Like chewing was so hard and like swallowing, it was like so painful. It was so crazy. But luckily, like I can. Like my jaw still will get tight and sore and hurt, but the actual dysphagia of the throat and not being able to like swallow stuff is completely gone. So thank God. That was terrible. That was so crazy. Like I didn't even know that could happen. I have a gastro feeding tube and tummy. Oh my gosh. Is it painful? Is it okay? But so many prayers for you. What about peanut butter? Yes, peanut butter is a lifesaver for me. Again, it depends on the brand. I don't know why, but some brands of peanut butter I do so well with. Other brands, not. It's weird. I tend to need like the creamy peanut butter. I don't do well with the crunchy, which is very strange in the brand. Do you have a favorite emoji? I really like the pink heart emoji. I think the pink heart emoji is everything. And then the cross emoji. I don't like the skeleton emoji. I don't like that one. Sorry, I had to get sassy. I don't like that one. But I also like the 2 pink heart ones too. And I'm sure there are other ones. There are a lot of cool emojis. I actually think the ice cream emoji one is really cute. What is your favorite food and why? It honestly depends on the day, to be honest. Like, it really does. But right now, I would say peanut butter. Because it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like it's got everything. It tastes good. It works. It's just like, doesn't, although sometimes it can be gross. But it's weird. It's something like, is this gross? I can eat peanut butter by itself. Like, I actually like it by itself. Which I know is strange, but I actually think it tastes good by itself. How many hairbands do you have? Well, right now I have 1 on my wrist. And then, well, like, part of my merch is I have, like, hairbands that say Caroline. So I have a lot of those. Is gaining weight a trigger for you? It's really not, because I really like to be at a healthy weight, because I think I just got really frustrated because, people, like, when you're not at a healthy weight, and because I did have an ED, but, like, I really have been trying to gain weight and really, like, have been making an effort, but if you're not gaining weight and you're still underweight, like, a lot of people still act like, oh, you're not trying, or like you don't want to recover, or you aren't eating. And I'm like, I am, and I'm trying. So it's nice to be at a healthy weight. So then you're like, see, I'm good. I'm healthy. We're good. So I feel like that helps a lot. And it's just like so nice to be at a healthy weight. And then it kind of feels like obviously I think an ED is something you like mentally deal with forever, but I like can't wait to have the physical part of it behind me, because it's like I don't like the attention for being too thin. It's like not a good feeling. I would rather be healthy and a healthy weight. You are helping me so much in my recovery. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry you have to go through recovery, to be honest. It's like, it's so crazy. Like, it should be a fun process, but it's not that fun of a process. But you can definitely find ways to enjoy it. Oh, and you can learn a lot about yourself, I think. So I always think it's a really good time to reflect and just be like, I'm good. The future is going to be good, and things are just going to be better. No, a lot of people like peanut butter by itself. Oh, really? I'm not weird? That makes me feel good. You made a lot of progress, but you're not at a healthy weight yet. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get there, but I think we will. Hopefully. But I don't want to like totally rush it, because I feel, because see, I got refeeding syndrome in the hospital, so I never want to like rush it, but I definitely do get my calories in every day, which is so bomb. What would you want to do as career? I mean, my total dream would obviously be singing. I'm like obsessed with singing, and songwriting and just anything with music is my favorite thing ever. But if not, I actually really do like law, which I know seems really random, but I actually really like it. Yeah, my daughter was in residential for 3 months. People don't understand that it takes time. Yeah, it really does take time, because I think that was the mistake I made, definitely, of like just being like, oh, I'm so sick of being so underweight. I just want to like be a normal weight, be healthy, get back to life, like boom. But it really is a process. I just ate a soft pretzel with cheese. That sounds so good. And it was bomb. Food is fuel, baby. Yes, totally. That sounds so good. Like when I was little, I was obsessed with soft pretzels. So I totally feel you. Like, totally. What is refeeding syndrome? Well, it's hard to explain, but it's actually really serious. And it's like what a lot of people, I don't know if I can say the word on TikTok because I did one TikTok where I said the word Anna and TikTok banned it. And I was banned for posting for 24 hours. TikTok loves to ban me. They just love to ban me. But it's like what a lot of people who deal with that die from. And basically, it's kind of like you almost do the refeeding too fast, and your body doesn't know how to handle food because you've been starved for so long. So it can cause like delusion and seizures and major electrolyte imbalances. So my electrolytes were like so crazy, and it was so crazy because it was like they were taking my blood every 4 hours. So it was like at 1 minute my potassium would be low, and then my potassium would be fine, but then my magnesium would be low, and then my magnesium would be fine, although I still have to take magnesium because of the deficiency, but then like my thiamine would be low, and then my phosphate would be low, and I'd be like, oh, so confused. Music will help your mind not focus on the act of eating but increase pleasure response. Oh, I listen to music all the time, and actually music motivates me to eat. And if I'm ever like I don't want to eat because like I'm lazy or bored or like I'm scared I'm going to have a reaction or like for whatever reason, I always listen to music, and then it motivates me to eat. And it actually really helps. Like music therapy is so real. Like music is everything. Even when I was in the hospital, I started getting amnesia and like completely losing my memory. And then like the nurses would play music for me because they knew I was obsessed with music, and then it would bring my memory back because I'd be like, oh, I remember listening to music at this time. Oh, and then when I was 6 years old, oh, and now I remember who I am. Oh, and now I remember things. And so, and now I know what happened, and I know I'm in hospital. So that helped me because I had a lot of like, where am I? Like, what is going on? And I would be like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Did you ever drink water while eating? Well, I went through a really terrible phase where like I really didn't drink water, and then by the end, like when like the last 3 months where like I really like couldn't eat, I was just like drinking so much water because I knew that like what I was doing wasn't healthy, and I was like, well, I at least need to be as hydrated as possible. But it did not work. Like you need food too, because I was so shocked because when I went to the hospital, I was like really dehydrated, and I was like, I've been drinking like gallons of water a day. How is that possible? I've been trying to stay so hydrated, but it did not work. So you need food. I had an ED and it took me 4 years to fully recover. Yeah, I definitely think it takes a long time. People should understand that it takes time. Yeah, it's definitely a long process. Like even I've talked to a couple people in my life who are like, you're so recovered. Like you don't have an ED anymore. Like you're so good. And I'm like, I wish I didn't, but we aren't like totally in the clear zone yet. Like it's still a process. Do you have any tips on recovery? I'm really struggling with recovery. Yeah, obviously it depends on like what you personally struggle with and your triggers, but I think knowing your triggers is really important. And it's like even like a situation happened to me recently. When I had an ED, I took multivitamins. You didn't. Well, I was, and then I stopped taking them because they were like I couldn't get them down, and so then I stopped taking them. And so that was a mistake. But now I do take a multivitamin, so that's good. Yeah, because I could not swallow pills. It was so hard. And like even I would like try my best, and I would try to take protein pills, and they would like, oh, it was so painful. It stunk. Exactly. When I'm eating, people say, oh, your ED is gone, but it's not because I'm struggling to eat. I know. It's so hard. Like it's so hard because it's like people don't realize it's like, although it is like, because for me, it was like, I definitely had an ED when I was a normal weight before I lost all the weight like last year when like people were like, oh my gosh, you're so healthy. You need to get back to that place. And I was like, But like that was when I was my worst mentally. But so a lot of people don't get that. Like it really doesn't matter how you look. And then it's like, well, nobody cared then. But then when I lost all the weight, then like everybody cared. And I was like, it's a mental thing. Like, yes, there's a physical part of it, but it's a mental thing too, you know? Do you have pets? Pets can be great therapy. I don't have pets, but I do have a silk pillow. That's cool. Well, basically what happened is it was a teddy bear, and then I had the teddy bear forever and it kept breaking and just I couldn't sew it together. So then I just put it in a silk pillow so that way I like still have it for sentimental reasons, but yeah, random. Are you Christian? Yes, and Christianity helps me so much with recovery, like so much. But anyways, with recovery, I also think eating, like, well, it depends, because some people are people who like to eat, like, 3 big meals a day, but for me, just eating little meals helps a lot, and also eating first thing when I wake up is huge for me, because I was never a breakfast person, like, ever. Like, I never ate breakfast in my life. Like, I just always wasn't hungry in the morning, but just starting off with breakfast helps a lot. And it doesn't even have to be like a big breakfast. And I think that's also a thing, is just remembering like it, like even it doesn't, like you don't have to have these huge meals, but just having like little snacks throughout the day and just like keep eating, you know. And obviously it depends on your needs. And also just remembering that like you need food to live. And also what helps me, probably number one, is having things to look forward to and just having, well, because for me, part of mine was somewhat depression based, where like when I would get depressed, I would be really triggered. And so having things to look forward to, or like Christianity and being like, I want to live for God. I want to, I have things I want to do in the future. I want to write a song and record it. I want to put more music out, you know, or like just things that you want in life. I think that really, really helps like so much. We're all so proud of you. Oh, thank you. That means the world to me. Honestly, all of your support has meant the world to me. Like, so many people have been so kind, and it's been like, I've been shocked of how nice people have been. Like, shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many like nice, understanding, empathetic, amazing people in the world. And it's like really cool that people are so nice and supportive, because you never know what you're going to get on the internet, you know? You never know. But so many people have been nice. So thank you. And thank you for all the tips too. I've gotten like really good tips. Have you been like meal ideas, or like, you should try this? And I'm like, that's such a good idea. Oh my gosh, I so need to do that. So thank you for all your tips and support. Anyways, I have to go. But thank you so much for joining, and thank you for being so kind. I have an ED right now. I need to figure out easy food to get in me. I have no appetite. I was that way, but you just have to eat, because then the appetite comes back. Because I had no appetite, but once I had the tube and once I was used to having the calories in me, I got like extreme hunger and a major appetite, and my appetite is like so back. So it will come back, but you just have to keep eating like every day, and it'll definitely come back. But anyways, thank you for joining. You're the best. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.